Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Dear students in grade 9 language schools and our sons abroad, today inshallah we will answer the exam of the second term advanced level English language advanced level Ministry of Education and Technical Education third year preparatory exam for our sons abroad 2022 second term English language advanced level. We start with the language functions. The language functions includes the dialogue. Okay, yes. Here the first question is a dialogue. Hello, the dialogue is between Jack and Henry. They are talking about a mobile phone. Hello, what is this? Hello, this is my new mobile. No, he didn't. I bought it myself. It's 3,500 pounds. I saved the money out of my pocket money. Where is it made? Is it easy to use? As I told you before, we have to read the dialogue while it is empty. Then we will start answering the questions. Hello, what is this? Hello, this is my new mobile. Here the question and the answer, no, he didn't. I bought it myself. So here's the expected answer. Did your father buy it for you? Did your father buy it for you? No, he didn't. I bought it myself. It's 3,500. How much is it? Or how much does it cost? How much is it? Or you can say, how much does it cost? How much does it cost? Both of them are right. It's 3,000. I saved the money. So he is asking, where did he get the money? Where did you get the money from? Where did you get the money? Where did you get the money? Or where did you get the money from? I saved the money out of my pocket money. Where is it made? You can suggest any country. It is made in, nowadays we know that most of the mobiles are made in China. It is made in China. Or you can suggest any other country. Yes. Is it easy to use? Yes, it is. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And you can add, it is a smart phone, smart mobile. It is a smart mobile. Now to the second question, the vocabulary and structure. Choose the correct answer from A, B, or C. They will come to the party. Space, they. This is question tag. They will come to the party. Will, want, don't, aren't. Of course, want they. Want they. The girl place you are sitting in is coming back in a minute. The girl, who, whose, were. Here we have to use possession pronoun. Yes, whose place you are sitting in is coming back in a minute. Don't worry, I will talk to them and bring them up, round, across, off. Bring around here means convince or persuade. I will talk to them to persuade them. Bring around means here persuade. Don't worry, I will talk to them to bring them round, to persuade them. Children are often to be faster language learners than adults. Children are often said to be faster language learners. I don't understand computers, so this is an expression, so he lost me. So he lost me completely, that he didn't understand me. Big companies like Pepsi or Coca-Cola often sponsor, donate, pay, feel. Of course, big sports event sponsor. Yes, sponsor big events. I would be a volunteer if I more time. This is conditional F type 2. I would be a volunteer if I had. My homework by 10 o'clock. This is a future perfect, an action that will be completed at a certain time in the future. So I will have completed my homework by 10 o'clock. It's crazy that so many people die out of hunger when we have that to end it. That, of course, starvation, no, species, no, waste, we have the resources. He's famous for making fun of politics. Now to the grammar. I bought 3. Rewrite the following sentences using the words in brackets. The first sentence, I bought 3 shirts, though that wasn't necessary. When we have a sentence like this, needn't is followed by have something that is necessary. We have done something that wasn't necessary. We use needn't have plus past participle. So I bought 3 shirts. Sorry, we start. I needn't have bought 3 shirts. That wasn't necessary. I needn't have bought 3 shirts. I'm really tired. I am going to bed early tonight. So that we know that we put the adjective between so and that. I am so tired that I am going to bed early tonight. I am so tired that I'm going, this time, that I'm going to put early tonight. Yes, following up means here pollute. Let's stop polluting our air, water, and land. So we can say we should stop falling up, or we have to, or we can keep the same words. Let's stop. Let's stop falling up, falling up our air, water, and land. Falling up here means polluting. Let's stop polluting. The same meaning, polluting has the same meaning like falling up. Support. It's our duty to help people at their time of need. It's our duty, it's our duty to support people at their time of need. The last sentence, many stars step in, involve charity activities, involved in. Many stars are involved, we put it in the passive form, are involved in charity activities. Many stars are involved in charity activities. Now we have finished grammar now. One, I needn't have bought 3 shirts. I'm so tired that I'm going to bed early tonight. Let's stop falling up our air, water, and land. I needn't have both. It's our duty to support people. Many stars are involved in charity activities. Now let's go to the reading passage. We have to read the passage carefully, then we go to answer the questions. Read the following passage and then answer the questions. What sort of food we are likely to be eating in the year 2025? When we ask people a question like this, they either say, there won't be any left, or whatever it is, there won't be much taste in it. Of course, there are good reasons for being pessimistic about the world's food supplies in the future. For one thing, although the world's population is rising fast, food production is keeping pace with it, even in developing countries. It's therefore argued that the main reason why people are hungry is not that there's food shortage, but the methods of cultivations are not sufficiently advanced in some areas, and the food is not fairly distributed to all those that need it. In most industrialized countries, one important cause of the trouble is our conservative preference of meat. After all, we are already in a situation where we feed animals with grain to produce high quality beef, even though the grain would feed the human population. Scientists are capable of constructing steaks from vegetable ingredients like soya beans. However doubtful we may be about their claim, they can reproduce the substance, taste, and color of meat by these means. Now to the questions. After we have read the subject or the comprehension passage, I always advise my students to read the passage twice. So, why are the people hungry in developing country? If we return back to, you will find that here, the reason hungry, why people are hungry is not that there is a food shortage, but the methods of cultivation are not sufficiently advanced in most areas, and the food and the is not fairly distributed to all those needed. So you can copy. Why are the people people hungry in developing countries? Because the methods of cultivations are not sufficiently advanced in most areas, and the food is not fairly distributed to all that need it. Okay. Here is the suggested answer. Question number 2. What do you think of our diet in the future? This question depends on your own opinion. So you are free to write your own opinion. Here is a suggestion. I think our diet will be completely different in taste, color, and ingredients in the future. You can write an answer like this. I think our diet will be completely different in taste, color, and ingredients in the future. How will scientists produce meat in the future? You see here, scientists are capable of constructing steaks from vegetable ingredients like soya. Scientists will produce, so we can write scientists will produce meat, steaks from vegetable ingredients like soya, beans. Science will produce meat steaks from vegetable ingredients like soya beans. Now to choose the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. The underlined word pessimistic in the first paragraph. Here is the first paragraph. Pessimistic, or being pessimistic about the world. It's pessimistic is the opposite of optimistic. Yes, so here pessimistic, when you are not have a good opinion on, or you are not have a good hope about something, you are pessimistic about it. So the underlined word pessimistic means caring, uncaring, hopeful, hopeless. The underlined word it in the second paragraph refers to, here we have to read, for one thing, although the world's population is rising, food production is keeping pace with it, even in developing countries. It here refers to the food production. Food production, yes. Let's make sure. For one thing, although the world's population is rising fast, food production is keeping pace with it. Food production, yes. People think that in the future, food will run out, food supplies would be the same, food will have no taste. Both B and C. B and C. B, food supplies would be the same. It's not mentioned in the passage, and here food will have no taste. He said here in the passage, whatever, there won't be much taste. Much taste is different from no taste. Much taste, there is still taste, but it's not so much. But no taste, that there is never, or there is not taste at all. So here the right answer, I think, is food will run out. Yes. Now write a paragraph of 10 sentences on one of the following topics. 10 sentences here about 100 also, and 20 words. How you can live a happy, successful life, the good qualities of your best friend. I've chosen the second, the good qualities of your best friend, and here I suggested that answer for you, the qualities of my best friend. There is no doubt that a good friend is someone difficult to find. A friend is somebody you can always count on times of need. There is a famous proverb about friendship: a friend in need is a friend indeed. My best friend helps or encourages me to make the right choices and do not get into any trouble at all. Friendship is the only relation which we can earn in whole life. To find a good friend who is loving, caring, helpful, honest, loyal, and most important, compatible, this is the biggest achievement of us, which we get in the form of a true friend. I'm lucky to find most of these good traits in my best friend. Undoubtedly, we always learn something new and exciting in the company of our good friends from childhood. In my opinion, the ideal friend is the one who loves others without any purposes or reasons. So the best way to know the good friendship is when the relationship is a positive, mutual, and close between two people, characterized by the factors of respect and estimation. The conclusion: true friends have always their special place in anyone's life. True friendship is always possible only by heart and not by mind. Now to the second part of our exam, story. And here we have the story, the novel A Tale of Two Cities. Comment on two only of the following quotations. Why on earth did you come back to France? We must stop somewhere. Evermond, you have been sentenced to the prison of La Force. And we have question, WH question. Why was Charles Darnley ashamed of his family? Why did Dr. Manet have special power among the revolutionists? Why did the mob attack the Bastille? Mr. Lorry was loyal to Tillotson's bank. Discuss. Here is the suggested answer for the story. Yes, the first question. Comment on two. Why on earth did you come back to France? These words were said by Monsieur Devange to Charles Darnley while he was taking him to La Force. Monsieur Devange was sad because he knew that Darnley was going to be killed, and this would affect the family of his ex-master. We must stop somewhere. We must stop somewhere. This is a new quotation, and this is the first time we see that, but if we return back to the text, we will find that these words were said by Monsieur Devange to his wife when Jack III declared that the tribunal had decided Darnley should die. Monsieur Devange wanted to stop taking more revenge of Evermont family, but Madame Devange said, not until they are all dead. She wanted more blood. She wanted to kill Dr. Manette, Lucy, and her daughter. As you see, that she wanted more revenge. They wanted to destroy all the Evermont family and their race, our descendants. Evermont, you have been sentenced to the prison of La Force. When Charles Darnley reached Paris, they treated him as a prisoner, and the officer ordered Citizen Devange to take the prisoner to La Force. Charles tried to order to defend himself, but the officer told him that immigrants have no rights. So these words were said by these words were said by Monsieur Devange to Charles Darnley. These words were said by Monsieur Devange to Charles Darnley. When Charles Darnley reached Paris, they treated him as a prisoner, and the officer ordered Citizen Devange to take the prisoner to La Force. Charles tried to defend himself, but the officer told him that immigrants have no rights. Answer three questions. Why was Charles Darnley ashamed of his family? Because they were tyrants and they oppressed the poor peasants. They took taxes from them and left them live in poverty. Why did Dr. Manette have a special power among the revolutionaries? Because Dr. Manette was an old Bastille prisoner. Every patriot in Paris tried to help him. This privilege helped him to know the news of his son-in-law, Charles Darnley. Why did the mob attack the Bastille? The mob here, the people or the revolutionaries. The Bastille was the symbol of oppression and injustice. So the revolution erupted. When? When the revolution erupted, they freed the prisoners, seized the records, and destroyed the instruments of torture. Mr. Lorry was loyal to Tellson's bank. Discuss. He traveled to Paris during the revolution to save the client's documents. He couldn't shelter Lucy and her daughter in the bank because she was the wife of an immigrant. This shows what? This shows loyalty to the bank. He didn't want to get the bank involved in any kind of trouble. The last question was poetry. Answer the following question from the poem Blow, Blow. Blow, blow, thou winter wind, thou art not so unkind as man's ingratitude, thy tooth is not so keen. Paraphrase the following lines. Of course, these are about 4 lines out of 8 lines of the first stanza. We can say the poet asks the wind to blow hard. He said that the cold and the strong wind is much kinder than ungrateful friends. He added sorrowfully that a very rough wind could not hurt as much as the rudeness of mankind. Here the second question was write the rhyme scheme of the stanza. You can write the rhyme scheme of these lines only. So you can write A, B, and C, or you can write the whole rhyme scheme of the stanza A, B, C, B, D, D. So you can write, your answer could be A, B, C. If you are writing only the lines that are mentioned in the exam, if you want to write the whole rhyme scheme of the stanza, you can write this answer. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me. Don't forget to put like to that video. Till we meet again in a new video, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you and goodbye, my dear students.